What is going on? What is going on? As you can see today, we're going to be going over the W205 C63 and C63S. Just play this B-roll while people roll in here. Let me know what you guys think about the W205 C63. I think it's one of the best ones, honestly. Of course, because the next generation does have the 4-cylinder. This one is the final iteration of a V8 C63. Not sure if they're going to bring it back, because I know a lot of people really did not like the 4-cylinder. They think it drives weird as well. But yeah, for that reason alone, the W205, probably one of the last great AMGs in terms of the C-Class. Of course, the W204 is legendary in its own right with that 6.2 liter naturally aspirated V8. But this one has the M177, which, you know, although it could be argued that it doesn't have as much soul as the W204's engine, it still is a very potent power plant, and it's a lot more reliable and a lot more efficient, so you really can't knock it for that. As you can see, we're looking at the coupe here. I think the coupe is the best way this car comes. The sedan, of course, is good, but the coupe just has extra styling that the sedan does not. The sedan actually looks very similar to a non-AMG W205, while the coupe has a wide body. It looks a lot different, and I think it's probably one of the best looking out of the three. This car came in a sedan coupe as well as a cabriolet, but we'll get into all that in a second. If you're just rolling in here, say what's up in the chat. Let me know what you guys think about the W205 C63. Again, I think it's such a good package of a car. I know a lot of people are upset by the 4-liter, the M177, but it's such a great engine. You just have to drive one yourself. You can see this is the coupe. Not much space in the back, but again, it is a C-Class. Alright, well that wraps up that video. Let me pause this music. Hopefully I don't get copyright strike. Let's look at a dyno video. This one is actually, I got two. So let's look at a stock one first. So we got a stock 2018 coupe. So let's take a listen and see what power number it's making. This is a C63S, by the way. Remember, there's two different versions, C63 and a C63S. The S is going to be more powerful. We'll get into the power numbers in a little bit, but let's just see what a stock S makes at the wheels. Okay, so 461 rear wheel horsepower. I guess he couldn't get a torque number. It says the tack signal wasn't working. But 461 rear wheel horsepower is pretty good. Again, this is an S. So these are pretty much regular C63 crank numbers. And this is making at the wheel. So that's pretty good. Let's take a listen or a look at a tuned one. This is the 2017 sedan, as you can see. I know this is a 4-liter, but it still sounds amazing in terms of an AMG. This is just an example of what you can do with these cars. You can get serious power out of them. They can handle whatever. Reliability on these cars is very good. We'll get into that in a little bit. Mechanically, at least, it's very good. As you can see, this is just a regular C63, not an S. But again, the S just has an engine in that. Alright. So as we can see here, what is he making? Well, I guess this was stock, the first one, but the blue and the orange, I'm not sure exactly the difference between the two. But as you can see, max power, 851 horsepower, and this is at the wheels. 750 pound-feet of torque at the wheels. This is insane. And this is, well, I was about to say this is a Mustang dyno, but it's not. It's a dyno jet. So these numbers are pretty accurate. Mustang dyno reads a little bit lower in case you were wondering why I said that. But dyno jet is pretty accurate figures. And 851 horsepower, 750 torque at the wheels. Insane. That's insane. Like, this is a 4-liter twin-turbo engine. It's making crazy power. And you really don't have to do much to get this amount of power. Let's see what he has to say about it. So he has a CSF heat exchanger, cooked catalyst downpipes, inventory intakes, lab work, development tune, pure turbo. So this is kind of you know, this is the limiting factor right here is the turbos. You're going to need to put on bigger turbos to make this kind of power. So that's, you know, going to be a good amount of money spent there. But in terms of the money versus, or the dollar versus horsepower gains, this 4-liter M177 has insane potential. Cool. Let's listen to one just revving. Just listen to the idle of this car. The idle is amazing on these cars. It's just amazing to me that this is a 4-liter engine. But I guess, you know, BMW did their thing with their S63. That's also a 4-liter. But this one, it just sounds way bigger than it actually is in terms of displacement. It has such an industrial sound. A lot of people, you know, they feel some sort of way about the AMG sounds. It sounds really mean and throaty. But what I have to say about it is that it doesn't change tone. That's my biggest gripe with AMG exhaust sounds. It's just this low, deep tone that just gets louder. It doesn't have a crescendo of sound like, for example, an S65 BMW engine that has like a change in tone as it goes through RPMs. This one just sounds louder. And here we have with these. But that pretty much wraps up the videos. Let's get into the show. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. What is going on, y'all? Onward and Cars back again with another car buyer's guide. As you can see, today we're going over the W205 C63. On screen, we can see a coupe because that is my favorite body style. They come in a sedan, coupe, cabriolet, but of course the coupe looks the best. I don't know if that's not really up for debate. That's pretty much factual. I'm just joking. Anyway, before we get into all this though, let's do some quick announcements. If you haven't already joined my Discord, hit the link in the description to join my Discord. It's where we talk about cards, where I put the announcements for the channel, as well as, you know, we just talk about regular stuff. You can see here, I actually paid out one of the members of the Discord. This is actually the 4th time I've done the giveaway. And so what it is I just give away like 50 bucks, 50, whatever. This was 54 because people paid to have extra slots in the raffle. And then I use that money that people paid to have extra slots to add to the pot. So 54 bucks. Shout out to Claro. He won it the last time I did the giveaway on last Friday. And then so on Monday, well, I guess on last Friday, he won it because that's when I paid him. Anyway, so if you want to win $50, all you got to do is join the Discord. And I do giveaways every couple weeks. So the conditions to be eligible is, first of all, you have to join the Discord because that's where I pick the names from. And second of all, you have to subscribe to the channel. Third, you have to like the video, any video or all the videos. Doesn't really matter. If you're feeling nice, you can like all my videos, as well as sharing a reel or a video with somebody. You can either share a YouTube video. I put reels on my Instagram, so you can share them there as well. Instagram link is also in the description. And then yeah, that was it. So like, comment, subscribe. Oh, subscribe, I didn't say that. So subscribe to the channel. 80% of you guys who watch this, and you know, a lot of people do watch this every day for what it is. You know, it's almost 3 hours worth of video every day. So if you're watching this every day, subscribe to the channel because you guys are watching anyway. So might as well subscribe. But yeah, those are the 5 requirements to win 50 bucks. I'm going to do a giveaway, or I'm going to draw it again probably next Friday. Not this Friday, but next Friday. But yeah, shout out to the people in the Discord. These are the real ones right here. Anyway, let's get back to this. Yeah, actually, now that the announcements are over, let's just get into the show. So let's start off with the features as usual. Let me see. I'm going to bring this up actually. Here we go. So some basic features. Again, as I mentioned at the top of the show, we're going to be going over pre-facelift only because that is where the value is right now. Facelift W205s are still kind of pricey. I get it. They're a lot nicer in terms of interior amenities, more modern. They have digital dash and everything. However, the prices are still there and depreciation has not hit them quite as hard as the pre-facelift. So we'll go over that at a later time. But yeah, just keeping that in mind. This one is more of the value deal. And it still has the same engines as the facelift car. They didn't change the power outputs or anything like that. So let's get into it. There are 2 different power outputs for the C63. You can see here we have the C63 and the C63S. The S, or the C63, the regular one, makes 469 horsepower and 480 pound-feet of torque, with the S making 500 horsepower and 520 pound-feet of torque. So this is pretty insane, actually. In fact, let me fix this real quick because I forgot to put the weight of the cars in here. So let me just bring that up. I exit out of it on accident. So because the weight's important for these, because they make a lot of power, but they do weigh a little bit more than what you would expect. 205, sorry. I get the most accurate numbers here. So in terms of weight, where's the weight at? Man, W205 C63 AMG. So they probably weigh around, let me see, let's put 2017 pre-facelift. So they can range anywhere from 3,600 pounds around to 3,900 pounds. Let me write that down. Let's just put that down here. 3,600 to 3,900 lbs. So again, not the lightest cars in the world, but not the heaviest either. They're still under 4,000 pounds, and this is a modern car. Modern cars, of course, weigh more than cars of the past. That's just how it is with safety features and everything like that, just being better built in general. So 3,600, 3,900 pounds is kind of the range of these cars, with the AMGs probably being on the lighter end of the scale. But they still have a bigger engine, so that, of course, will increase the weight in that way. Anyway, so both use the M177 4-liter twin-turbo V8 with the Hot V. So the Hot V was really started in regular production cars by the BMW N63, but nowadays you see the Hot V in pretty much every turbocharged model of a car. And what a Hot V is that instead of the turbo sitting on the outside of the V, so you have the V of the engine, if you're looking at it straight, from the front, you have the V. The turbos usually sit on the outside because that's where the exhaust manifolds traditionally sit. You have the intake manifold in the middle, and then it like splits in half, goes to each bank, and then the exhaust manifolds are on the outside and they just go straight back out. However, on a Hot V car, the exhaust manifolds are actually on the inside, and then they lead straight to the turbos, so you have less turbo lag because there's less of a distance for the exhaust gases to travel to the turbos, because they're essentially an exhaust manifold and turbo manifold combined together, with the intake manifolds on the outside, which is different. But for this, basically what I'm trying to say is that the Hot V, less turbo lag, you have a better packaging as well, so it just makes sense to put it that way. The only problem is having all that heat in the V, of course, will lead to more problems, because heat just leads to problems in general. So keep that in mind with these turbos. They haven't really seen any big issues yet, like across the board with models. So it seems to be holding up pretty well, but just keep that in mind. Hot V does have that issue of just a lot of heat being contained in a small area. This engine is a very special power plant because it's not only found in the AMGs that have the 4-liter, but it's also found in twin-turbo V8 Aston Martin products. They liked it so much, they put it in their products. It's really cool, though, for the Aston Martin V8 Vantage, they actually have a manual version, very rare, but you can get a manual M177 combo, which is pretty cool. You never get manuals on AMG Mercedes. I don't even remember what's the last AMG that had a manual, honestly, but I don't even know. So pre-facelift cars sound better. That's another reason why the pre-facelift is superior to the facelift. Not very many reasons, but that's one of the reasons. They didn't have as much like particulate filters on the exhaust in terms of, meeting emission standards. So the pre-facelift cars don't have that stuff, and they sound a lot better. If you ever seen or driven in a pre-facelift C63 or C63S, they sound mean. Yeah, they just sound incredible. They use the AMG Speed Shift MCT transmission. So I was explaining this earlier, but an MCT transmission is basically a multi-clutch transmission, and it's different than a dual clutch because the dual clutch has it switches between two different sets of gears. The MCT is a traditional gear set. However, in order to engage it, instead of using a torque converter, it uses a multi-clutch setup. So just think of it like that. It's not a manual transmission because obviously there is no like one clutch that is being controlled, or one clutch plate, or being controlled by a clutch itself. It's a multi-plate wet system, so it's a little bit different. So in terms of top speed, 155 miles per hour was a limited top speed for the regular C63, and for the C63S, it was 180 miles per hour limited as well. I'm just going to take a guess. I feel like these cars, a C63S especially, I think it can do 200 if it's not gear limited. But these cars are very powerful, and they move so fast. Like, I keep saying if you ever driven one, but yeah, just go ahead and try to rent one or something if you can, or just take a test drive. They are incredible cars in terms of the response and the speed, and they're small cars too, so Just think about it like that. 500 horsepower in a small C class, like no BMW has that power stock. I mean, maybe like a high-end M3, but this is way better. You get a lot more torque in these as well, so keep that in mind. In terms of changes by model year, not too many changes. Just keep in mind that 2015, the sedan was available. Oh, and a weird thing about the model years for the C class was that in 2015, the W205 sedan was in production, but the W204 coupe was still in production. So keep that in mind. The sedan was only a W205, or the W205 was only a sedan for the first model year, and this was actually the European release year, which in the United States usually means that the car comes next year. However, there are 2015 sedans roaming around the streets. You'll see them for sale. There's just very few of them compared to the 2016s and 17s. So keep that in mind. 2016, again, was sedan only. In 2017, the coupe and cabriolet were introduced. And then 2018 was the last year of the pre-facelift. They introduced some new technology for the 2018 model year. However, the 2017 and 2018 trim packages are kind of similar. But it's weird because the 2017 trim packages, you know, I said they're similar to the 2018. However, the names changed a lot. What's strange is that the 2015, 2016, and 2018 package names are kind of similar, but the 2017 and 2018 contents of the packages were similar with different names. Kind of confusing, but we'll go over all the options in a second so it all makes sense there. And yeah, again, 3,600 to 3,900 pounds, depending on your, of course, if you're getting a coupe, sedan, cabriolet. All of them fall in this small range. So let's get on to the problems. I know you guys are waiting for the problems. Not too many problems with this, honestly. Most of it is not drivetrain related. So that is a good sign because, of course, those are going to be the most expensive problems and the most inconvenient in terms of, you know, hindering your driving ability, because that's what these cars do. They drive, you know, that's what you do with the car. So usually cars, you know, they'll have drivetrain issues, especially high-end cars like this. But for some reason, this the 4-liter in this car, the M177, does not seem to have too many issues, especially like reported issues that happen on a grand scale. You really don't see it. So in terms of what this car has in terms of issues, we have bad interior build quality. Squeaks and rattles from the center console, from the door panels, from the dash. This is just one of the biggest complaints about this platform. They said it in the S class when it came out in 2014. They were like, wow, this is a really drop in quality. However, the technology is greater, but the quality is less. That's kind of a theme of cars that came out like after the 2014, 2015 era, like the last half of the decade for the 2010s. The quality just seems to go down. You're starting to see today, like in 2024, the quality is starting to go back up. So, you know, car companies took that into consideration because all across the board, you can see this with most car companies, like BMW especially, with the F series, 3 series, like the F80, it's just the quality is just so much less than the E90. So I guess that was the thing of the times. People wanted more modern cars, and so companies prioritized the modernity of cars and technology over the luxuriousness and, you know, the build quality. That just seems to happen on these types of cars. Brake squeal is an issue. It's normal for high performance brakes. However, a lot of people really don't like the brake squeal issue. Change your pads. If you have the carbon ceramics, you're SOL there. Carbon ceramics are going to squeal. Rear diff failure. So it is an electronic diff and it's pretty complicated. So you can either have electronic failures with the diff, and that is actually a very pricey thing to fix. But there was also a recall for the diff supporting structure cracking. So, you know, what is it called? The rear subframe, I guess you can call it that too, has issues. That was taken care of from a recall. But in terms of your rear diff, it can fail electronically or mechanically as well, because I mean, it's an electronic system controlling mechanical parts. So the mechanical parts can fail, the electronics can fail, and also the cradle in which it's sitting in can also fail. Again, these cars have stupid amounts of torque, especially if you have an S, 520 pound-feet of torque. And so, yeah, stuff like that. I'd say also engine mounts should be in here too. I didn't really see anything about engine mounts, but in the future, I do see engine mounts being a problem on these types of cars. You also have a rear clunk from loose rear sway bars. So you find that these cars have some suspension issues. Again, that's just probably due to people driving them really hard, and, you know, they're very capable cars. So the suspension is going to be under a lot of stress. So rear clunk from the loose rear sway bars, front struts wear prematurely. And you also have steering column issues. Some people have reported that, especially on cars with low miles, like this was in the beginning when people started getting these cars, that they had to get their steering columns replaced under warranty. I'm not too sure exactly what the issue was, but it just seems to be a problem. You also have low coolant, also low oil warning lights that come on sporadically. The coolant lights, usually that actually means low coolant and you just need to top it off. However, the oil lights have been seen to come on. However, The oil, when you take out the dipstick, it's in the regular range, so it could be an oil level sensor issue there. You also have intermittent infotainment issues, so I'm talking like the sound system will go out or like the screen won't work. Usually a restart fixes those types of problems. However, there are some cars with actually like failed infotainment systems, so keep that in mind. And then a final thing is excessive front tire wear due to the factory alignment. I see these mostly on the 2015s and 2016s. Not sure if they changed the alignment after 2017, but you'll see a lot of people complain at like 10-15,000 miles their tires are completely on threads on the inside. And so yeah, just keep that in mind. In terms of mechanical issues though, they're not really too many. Again, the diff and the suspension, but in terms of the drivetrain, the engine, and the transmission, very few issues found on this car. Cool. All right, let's get on to the options. The best part, tons of options. Again, as I mentioned before, 2015 and 2016 had the same options. 2017, they decided to redo their entire option spread, which makes no sense at all. And then 2018, they kind of fixed their option list to kind of mimic what they had in 2015 and 2016. So let's get all this situated on screen. Tons of stuff to go over, as you can see. Let's see, let me just highlight some of this stuff so it's easy to read. Premium pack, so we got the packages. All right, I'm gonna start underlining this stuff because there's a ton of package information here. This might take a second, y'all. Give me 1 minute. Premium package 2. Unfortunately, Paint doesn't copy formatting, which is really stupid in my opinion, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna underline all this stuff. Cabriolet premium package, and then we have the premium package, the regular premium package, and then what's below that? Lighting package. Yep, lighting package, advanced lighting package. Tons of packages, as I said, for these cars. Then you have your multimedia package, smartphone integration package. I'll go over the details in a second. I'm kind of going over them right now, but it is what it is. Gosh, so much stuff here. Night package, driving assist package. Holy crap, there are actually a lot of packages. I didn't realize there were this many packages. Driver's assistance package, we forgot one right there. Parking assist, which is an important package. And then you have the AMG exterior carbon fiber pack. Are we serious right now? All right, well, I accidentally exited out, so this is about as good as it's gonna get. Anyway, let's get through these options. There are a ton of them, and yeah. So in terms of individual options, you have your MB Tech / Dynamica exclusive Napa leather or Dyno exclusive Napa leather. These are going to be your 3 interior finishes. Then you have upholstery color, so it's going to be the color of the leather or the MB Tech's interiors. Then you have interior trim. We're going to go over all the different interior trims when we look at the brochures in a second. Then in terms of options, you have the AMG Performance steering wheel. This is an option for the C63. It comes standard on the S. You have AMG Dynamic Performance exhaust, AMG Carbon Ceramic brakes. This is only available for the S. You have Parktronic with active parking assist. This is an individual option. Rear view camera, panoramic roof, you also have the option for a sunroof in general. AMG carbon fiber rear spoiler and side mirrors, AMG carbon fiber rear spoiler. This was only an option for 2015 and 16. After that, it was only a combo option. Track Pace app for 2018, red seat belts in 2018, LED logo projectors in 2018, AMG performance seats for all years, heated and ventilated front seats for 2017. For the 2016 and 2015 models, it came in a package. Power rear window shade, manual side window shades, air balance, cabin purification, and fragrance systems. So this is, if you know what this is, you can basically put a cologne in your glove box or wherever the bottle sits, and it pumps it through the HVAC, which is pretty cool. Heads-up display, 19-inch AMG 5-spoke wheels there, and 19-inch cross-spoke wheels. We'll look at all the wheels when we look at the brochures, and the illuminated star. Basically, the logo is illuminated. I'm not sure, actually. We got to look at the brochure because I really can't remember seeing that on a AMG, mostly on like C300s and stuff, but we'll look at that in a second. And then Burmester sound system, which is standard for the coupe and the sedan. However, it is an option for the cabriolet, so keep that in mind. In terms of packages, this is going to be very confusing, but we'll get through it. So they had the Premium 2 package. So first of all, the Premium 1 package for 2015-2016 is a standard package for the AMG 63 AMG, so I didn't include that. So we have the Premium 2 package. This comes with keyless go, full LED headlamps and tail lamps, Burmester sound system. And also on the 2017, this is actually standard as well. So keep that in mind. Premium 3 package, which came in 2017, was in addition to the Premium 2 package. As you can see, it came with command nav, touchpad controller, voice controller, electronic trunk closer, multicolor LED ambient lighting, and illuminated door sills. And then for 2017, you also had the Premium 4 package, which was basically the driver's assistance package. It came with Premium 3 package, though, active LED headlamps with active high beam assist, the purification and fragrance systems, power rear sunshade, Distronic Plus. So just keep that in mind. A Premium package 4 will have Distronic Plus and all those other safety features. So that's really the way to tell. Premium package 3s for 2017s, you can tell they have that because of the nav system. And then Premium package 2 cars will have the Burmester sound system. Again, they are pretty much standard. You really don't see any AMGs without the Burmester sound system. For 2017, the Cabriolet had its own premium package, and so this came with the air cap system, which is basically that air scarf that it sits on basically in the headrests. There is a hole, and it puts warm air on your neck because of course it is a Cabriolet. It is a convertible, so it can get cold sometimes. The air cap system, the Burmester sound system, comes with the premium package on the Cabriolet, which isn't standard. XM radio. Well, I can't remember. Is it standard? We'll look at the brochures in a second. XM radio, no one really cares about that. Power folding side mirrors for 2018. So in the 2017 cab, it didn't come with power folding side mirrors. Only in 2018. Same thing with the trunk closer. The electronic trunk closer was standard for the premium package in 2018. And same thing with blind spot assist. So that's basically going to be that little warning that comes in your mirrors when people are on the side of you. Lighting package. So this was available for all years. Active full LED headlamps with the adaptive high beam assist. We're going to take a look at the lights as well, so I can show you guys the difference between cars with the lighting package and then cars with so basically there's the lighting package and then there's the advanced lighting package. The advanced lighting package is the same thing as the lighting package. However, this came in 2018 and it came with the ambient lighting. As you can see, the packages kind of are the same, but they have different, like 1 or 2 different components will change between the model years. But again, these are kind of the same thing. You have the multimedia package, which was from 2015, 2016. It skipped 2017 and then it reappeared in 2018. This was easily seen because it has the command nav system. What you'll see is that the cars come with 2 different screens. You have a 7-inch screen and then you have an 8.4-inch screen. The 7-inch screen has a bezel around it, while the 8.4-inch screen is smooth completely throughout the entire screen. Again, the 7-inch screen has the bezel, so it's like the screen is slightly recessed when compared to the 8.4-inch screen, and then the 8.4-inch screen will only be nav exclusive. So if you don't have nav, you don't have the big screen. You also have smartphone integration. So for 2018, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto was an option for the C63. So this is going to be the last year of the pre-facelift, but they still included that. You also have the hands-free packages for 2015 and 2016 only. So this comes with the electronic trunk closer, hands-free access. Night package, this comes in all model years. This has gloss black exterior accents with actually this 18-inch AMG 5-spoke wheels in black is actually not part of the package. That is for the regular C300. If they had the night package, you can get a night package with any AMG wheel. Parking assist package, this was from 2015 to 2016 as well as 2018. Again, parking assist was not a package in 2017. I believe we'll go through that in a second. I'm trying to think. Parking assist may have been a package in 2017, but we'll see that. Parktronic with active parking assist and surround view system. So you know, I'll go over every way to tell which package is which because it's really easy on this car, except for a few different things, like just 2 or 3. Anyway, driver's assistance package. Again, this was a package from 2015 to 2016 and 2018 where they skipped it for 2017. This was part of the premium package 4 in 2017, which is weird. This comes with Distronic Plus with steering assist, pre-safe brake with pedestrian recognition, BAS Plus with cross traffic alert, pre-safe plus with rear end collision protection, active blind spot assistant, active lane keep assist, speed limit assist, and it includes the premium package in 2018 only. So if you have a driver's assistance package 2015, 2016, it does not come with the premium package, only in 2018. And then finally, you have your exterior trim and exterior packages. You have your exterior carbon fiber package in 2017. This comes with carbon fiber mirror side mirror housings and rear spoiler. And then you have the AMG Coupe exterior carbon fiber package because the Coupes have 2 packages while the sedan has 1 package, and the Coupes include the Cabriolet. So 2 doors have 2 packages. The 4 doors have 1 package. So in terms of AMG Coupes, you have the exterior carbon fiber package 1, and that comes with the carbon fiber front A-wing. So it's going to be the lower front bumper is going to have it's hard to describe the A-wing, but it's like the top of the surround or the surround around the bottom section of the 2 grills. That's going to be in carbon fiber. And then your side sill inserts and rear valence trim in carbon fiber as well with the silver chrome grill crossbar surround. And then your AMG Coupe exterior carbon fiber package 2 is going to have carbon fiber side mirror housings and a carbon fiber rear spoiler. Cool, that was a lot to say, I know, but we'll get a visual right here. It will make a lot more sense. So as we can see, let's start off with the 2016. The 2015 brochure does not include AMGs. However, you know, again, the 2015, 2016, it was like the end of the model year for 2015. So they released some, but most of them came in 2016 and they're going to be the same car. So as you can see here, 2015 and 2016, Premium 1 package is standard. Premium 2 package is also standard. Lighting package, you can tell basically if it doesn't have the lighting package, you won't have the full LED headlamps. You'll have the regular LED headlamps. So there's 3 light levels for the C-Class. You have the halogens, you have the regular LEDs, and then you have the active full LEDs. Actually, I got a picture of the 3 here. I'll show you guys the way you guys can get a good visual on what I'm talking about here. So here are the 3 types of headlights for the C-Class. We have the halogen ones. These are going to be your base headlights. These ones are going to be your premium package lights without the lighting package cars. We can see these are LEDs, but they're not the full LEDs. The real way to tell a lighting package car versus a premium package car in terms of the 2015 and 2016s specifically is that this inner headlight housing and the outer headlight housing are going to have a sharp point like at the end of an eyelid, similar to an eye. These ones are going to be a lot rounder and smaller. That's mainly the real way to tell. Other than that, they look pretty similar, but just keep in mind that the LED for the premium package, the regular LED lights, only the outside light is going to be illuminated. These are going to be your high beams, but for the full LED lights, both of them are going to be illuminated. So yeah, keep that in mind. You also have the let's see, the multimedia package. So in 2015, 2016, it's going to come with the nav. Just remember that. Hands-free package, electronic trunk closer, hands-free access. Air balance package is going to be your air cabin purification system with the fragrance system. Again, another package for 2015, 2016. It's not included in anything else. It's its own package. Then you have the night package, which is very common. You'll see this a lot. It's going to have the gloss black exterior accents. And then parking assistance package. Again, this comes with surround cameras as well as Parktronic. So you'll be able to tell that as well. So again, we're going to go through all the packages so it's easy to tell everything. So we can look right at pictures of the cars and be able to tell right away what car has what. In terms of individual options, you have the performance exhaust, big option here. Rear view camera, Parktronic is also an individual option. Then you have your panoramic roof, front fender badge, deletion. So you have deletion kits. You have your AMG carbon fiber rear spoiler and side mirror, or you can just get the rear spoiler. So those are different. Basically, for the 2015, 2016, you could get either both or just the rear spoiler. After 2016, you could only get both. So keep that in mind. Let's see, you can get the performance wheel for the C63 model. It comes standard on the S. And then you have your power rear sunshades, your manual side window shades as individual options. Then you have your wheel options here. You can either get AMG twin spokes or the cross spokes. And then in terms of accessories, illuminated star. Again, I haven't really seen the illuminated star on an AMG, but I'm not saying it's not like it doesn't exist. Then you have your other stuff, which is not really important to the car: roof rack, ski, snowboard, floor mats, whatever. So let's move on to the 2017. This is going to be interesting because for the 2017 model, they have different options for the sedan, the coupe, and the cabriolet. As you can see, we have the sedan one here, this is the coupe one here, and this is the cab one here. So in terms of option packages, this is where it gets confusing because in the 2017 model, as you can see, they wanted to make every package a premium package. So standard is going to be 1 and 2. Premium package 3 is going to basically have the nav system. That's the biggest tell of the premium package 3. For premium package 4, this is going to be a driver's assistance system. So if it has Distronic, then it has premium package 4. Scrolling down, we can see parking assist package. So if it has the surround views, it has a parking assist. This is why I was saying this parking assist. I kind of wrote this. The parking assist, where is it at? Parking assist, I wrote 2016, 2018, but it's really all model years. That's what I was talking about earlier. So parking assist is on all model years. And then for the options packages in terms of exterior, we have the AMG carbon fiber package and the night package. So night package, again, gloss black exterior package. AMG carbon fiber package is going to be the side mirror housings and rear spoiler. So it's not an individual option anymore. It's simply a package, but same thing really. And then of course you have a performance exhaust. Carbon fiber rear spoiler is also in the carbon fiber package. So you can get the spoiler by itself without the mirrors. But again, this would just move to a package, even though it's just a single option package. So it's not really a package, it's more closely related to an option. Power tinted panoramic roof, power rear window shades, same thing as 2015, 2016. And then you have the trims here. So that is the sedan. In terms of the coupe, we can see that there's only 3 premium packages. There's not a 4th one. And premium 3 includes Distronic. So basically premium 1 is the only one that's standard for the sedan. Premium 1 and 2 were standard, but on the coupe, premium 1 is standard. Premium 2 is will include the command system, so the nav system. So if it has nav, that means it's a premium 2 package if it's a coupe. If it has the Distronic Plus, that means it's a premium 3 package if it's a coupe. Parking assistant package, same thing. Night package. And then for the coupe for 2017, as I mentioned earlier, it has 2 exterior AMG carbon fiber packages. The first one is going to be the carbon fiber package 1 with the carbon fiber front A-wing, side sill inserts, and rear valence trim with the silver chrome grille crossbar surround. And then 2 is going to be what the carbon fiber package is for the sedan, which is just carbon fiber side mirrors and rear spoiler. In terms of individual options, we can see, again, I forgot to mention, but carbon ceramic brakes are an option for the S. AMG performance exhaust option for both. Extreme performance tires, but we don't really care about that. Heated and ventilated seats are an option as well. I'm trying to see if they were here. Yep, heated and ventilated seats. So in the 2016 model, heated and ventilated seats only came with the interior package, and that also came with the door sills and the ambient lighting, but very rare package on these 2 cars because it was its own package. Not many people optioned it as much as, you know, with looking at the 2017. So keep scrolling down. We have the, oh, I'm sorry, I lost my spot. Yeah, heated and ventilated seats were an individual option before they were part of a package. Then you have the AMG performance seats as well. And then you have red, black, or silver seat belts, so you can get any color seat belt. Heads-up display is also an individual option, so keep that in mind. Usually this is a high, like a lot of people definitely get the heads-up display option, especially if they get the premium package 3 or they get the Distronic options. Heads-up display kind of comes with that, but just keep that in mind that it is an individual option as well, so you can have that without having the premium package 3. And then finally, the leather options, same thing. That doesn't really change. In terms of the cab, we can see that they just add some stuff, but it's pretty much the same. The thing is that I'm trying to find the difference. There's like one thing different. I guess it has to do with the air scarf or the air cap, whatever they want to call it. Oh, no, the big difference is that premium package 1 is not standard on the Cabriolet. That's what I was saying earlier. Burmester sound is not standard on the Cabriolet. You have to option premium package 1. So if you see the Burmester sound system, premium package 1. If you see the nav, premium package 2. If you see Distronic, premium package 3. Parking assist, standard. AMG night package, standard. And then the same thing as the coupe with the carbon fiber packages 1 and 2. And then again, in terms of individual options, same thing really. I'm trying to see if the air scarf is an individual option, but it's not. So moving on to the 2018. This is going to be our option sheet for the 2018. Let me just it's over here on the right. So 2018, as you can see, they went back to the 2015, 2016 package names. They just have the premium package. They have one for sedans and coupes, and then one for cabriolets. As you can see, premium package is not standard on cabs, but it is standard on the coupes and sedans. You also have the driver's assistance package, which used to be premium package 3 and 4, depending on sedan or coupe. That is now back to being driver's assistance. And instead of premium package 2 or 3, they went back to the multimedia package name. Makes it a lot easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, too many premium packages, gets confusing. So I don't know why they even decided to do that. 2017 must have been a weird year for them. Maybe they're under new management or something. No idea. Anyway, so you also have the smartphone integration package. As I mentioned, this allows you to have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. The advanced lighting package comes back. And this includes the active LED headlamps with active high beam assist, multicolor ambient lighting, and illuminated door sills. But this is only for the C300 AMG models only. So I guess the C350E doesn't have that. You also still have the parking assist package that remained the same. And then now they got rid of the AMG packages, or the AMG carbon fiber exterior packages 1 and 2. They just have the AMG, basically just the package 2, which is what it would be, and then the night package. In terms of individual options, you do have the Track Pace app, which requires a multimedia package. So this is a track-oriented app. You also have the carbon fiber rear spoiler as a standalone option if you don't want to get the mirrors. Heated ventilated front seats, performance seats as well. Just remember the ventilation does not come in the performance seats, but the performance seats are the ones to have. Usually I say the performance seats are not the ones to have because they are less comfortable. However, these seats are really good. Let's see what else. Seatbelt color. Rear sunshade. You can also get the air balance purification system as an option. Heads-up display again is an option. Burmester sound, individual option. But yeah, the main way to tell that if it has the premium package is the Burmester sound. And if it has the nav on top of that, then that's a really definite way, because you have to have the Burmester sound in order to get nav. However, just keep in mind that Burmester sound can be an individual option. Just you'll see that it won't have a lot of other stuff. That'll usually be the telltale sign. So in terms of what to look for, again, we have these things. This is going to be your lighting panel. So we're going to be looking at this a lot because it can tell whether or not, this is how you can tell whether or not it has a lot of options. So if it has these options, this is going to be your Distronic stuff. So you have your steering assist, your lane keep assist. These are going to be your parking assist options. So you have the parking assist, you can turn it off. It's naturally on all the time, but you can turn it off. And then you also have your 360 camera button. So this comes with the parking assist package. And then finally, you have your heads-up display button. On all C classes, this button is going to be blank because this is the night vision button. You can find it on an S class, or I don't know if they have it on E class or not, but I don't think any C class came with night vision, so you won't ever see this button filled in. Those are the lights. And here we have the center console. This is where we're going to be looking a lot as well. This is going to be your active exhaust button. So if this car has active exhaust, this button is here. If not, it usually just has a power button for the multimedia, the infotainment system. This right here is a confusing button. This is just going to be your automatic seatbelt retractors. This is going to be a button found in coupes only. Auto stop start. Then we have your suspension buttons over here. You have your manual shift button over here. If you hit this button, it stays in gear basically. But also, if the car does not have nav, it won't have this touchpad. So also keep that in mind. Cool. All right. So now we went over all the stuff we're going to look for. Let's actually get to everyone's favorite part of the show, the ads. And today I actually have a full range of ads from 3 sites: Facebook, Auto Trader, and Car Gurus. I've been slacking on the Car Gurus for a minute because it's just so many ads I got to get through, but I always forget that Car Gurus is the best site to look at ads. Sometimes the site is a little buggy, but I do like the way that they allow you to select for cars. It's way better than Auto Trader. And of course, it's way better than Facebook. Facebook, this is dead. Like, this is the worst way to sort out cars ever. And I don't know why. It's been the same for years. Nobody ever uses it. And so, yeah, this way, like if you click on vehicles, let's actually look. Click on vehicles. It takes forever to load. And then you have make, model. But the thing is that there's not really too much stuff you can select for. You have vehicle history. You have interior and exterior color, transmission type. But that's it. So that's why I don't use Facebook search or the Facebook refined search. I just use regular search and eyeball it. But again, it is Facebook, so it's the lowest tier in terms of ad quality. Of course, these aren't loaded. Let's see if I can get all these loaded up. Get all these on the right photos so they're easy to pick up once I get to them. But yeah, a good amount of these for sale right now. Pre-facelift specifically is going across the coupes, the sedans, and the cabriolets. Probably around 100 to 150 for sale in the country right now. So a good amount of options to choose from in terms of finding your perfect spec. But let's get started. I didn't put these in order, unfortunately. So actually, let me just put them in order real quick because I'm not about to struggle that hard. So you guys are going to see me do this real quick. Got our 2018s. Let's see. Got a 15, 17, put that there. 17s. How about any 16s? Yeah, we got a 16 here. Put that second. 17s. 16 again. Put that third. 17s. Got 18s, 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 16s. Put that right there. All right, cool. So moving on to our first example on Facebook, we have a 2015. This is going to be a first model year. So it's really like the actual first model year, but it's 2016, 2015s are going to be kind of the same. So 2015s, we can see here, it's a C63S with 23,000 miles. So very low amount of miles for a 2015 model. We can see it's in white. It has the 5-spoke wheels. This is an S again, so it has the 500 horsepower and 520 pound-feet of torque. This is a sedan though. Again, the coupes didn't come out till 2017. So 2015s and 2016s are going to be sedans only. This one does not seem to have any sort of AMG exterior package. We don't see any black line or night packages on this one. Everything is in bright chrome. No mirror caps, no black spoiler. So off the bat, we can see that it doesn't have any of that. It does have the AMG performance wheel. Again, this is an S, so it comes standard with the wheel. On the left, we can see no buttons. So this car does not have Distronic. It does not have parking assist. It does not have heads-up display. So no options there. Looking at the seats, we can see that these are not the AMG Performance seats. These are going to be your standard seats, which are still pretty good. However, the AMG Performance seats just look a lot cooler. These are probably going to be more comfortable. I'll give it that. However, the Performance seats are definitely an upgrade. We can see here it has the nav system. So it has the... Actually, let me just... I'm going to bring this up right here. That way I can reference stuff. Let's see. Okay, cool. So we have that. Let me just fix my zoom. All right, perfect. So looking at this 2016, sorry, this actually, I put up the wrong page. It's not the right one. There we go. So again, looking at this 2015, we can see that it has a nav screen. So it has the premium. Oh no, so it has the multimedia package again. This is the 2015 to 2016 model, so it has the multimedia package. It does not have Distronic package, so it does not have the driver's assistance package. It doesn't have the driver's or the parking assist package. It doesn't have the night package. It doesn't have the air balance package. I don't know, actually, to be honest. That's one of the hard packages to see. It really only is evident if they write it in the description, but I don't really see air balance package here. And again, it's kind of a more bougie option to have, so not many people would include that. In terms of the lighting package, let's take a look at the headlights. So we can see here that it has the pointy eyes on the side. So it has the lighting package. So what does this car have? It has a lighting package. It has the multimedia package. I'm not too sure if it has the hands-free package because I can't see if the trunk has an auto close button. Multimedia package, hands-free, air balance, no. Night package, no. Parking assist, no. Driver assist, no. So what does this car have? It's an S with the multimedia package. That's about it. Multimedia and lighting package. In terms of individual options, does it have the sport exhaust? It does have the performance exhaust. We saw that here. So performance exhaust is present in this car. So it has that going for it. Does it have the panoramic roof? Can't really tell about the roof. It has a black roof, so probably does have the panoramic roof. And in terms of everything else, that's pretty much it. It has the 5-spoke wheels. Interior trim is going to be black piano, it looks like, or the silver. So pretty standard car. This is an S, so it is, you know, the full power version of the car. However, in terms of amenities and options, it doesn't really have much. Again, it just has the multimedia and the lighting package, so it's missing kind of a lot. 44 grand they're asking for this car. You know, it only has 23,000 miles and it doesn't have that many options. So I mean, the price is okay, I guess, but for me, I'd be willing to go up to $37,000 for this one. I get it, it's a low mile car, but it doesn't have a lot of the options that I would like in terms of one of these, especially being an AMG 63S. You want to kind of be fully loaded at that point. Cool, let's move on to our next one. We have a 2016 model. This is going to have 65,000 miles and they want 35 grand for it. It is a sedan, as you can see. It does look like it has a night package. I do see a lot of blacked out stuff here. Looking at the headlights, we can see it also has a lighting package. These are going to be those upgraded lights. See that here. Wait. I believe this is the lighting package. Does it say anything about it? Nope. Of course not. But let's actually take a look at the lights real quick, because yep, lighting package. So lighting package off the bat. Oh, it does have a build sheet? Yes, but we can't read it, of course. Actually, I can. So you have the open pore black ash trim. You have the lighting package, multimedia package. You have the panoramic sunroof, and you have the AMG night styling. Blind spot assist, seat belts, rear view camera, side airbags. Yeah, so I was right. So night view package, styling package, night view, night package, styling package. Of course, they don't really show much on the interior. So, yeah, I don't know why I picked this ad, honestly. It doesn't show. I can't really see. Oh, we can see right here. There we go. This is why I picked the ad. No Distronic, no parking assistance, no heads-up display. It has the regular seats, not the AMG performance seats. It is an S, though. This is kind of in the same boat as that last example in terms of being kind of a base spec S. But again, this is 2016. So in terms of packages, night package, multimedia package. Night package, multimedia package, lighting package. No parking, no driver assistance. So it's missing kind of those modern packages, but it has pretty much everything you need in order to get going with one of these. It is an S, so it has a performance wheel. I'm trying to see what else it has. They didn't really show the center console, so I can't see whether it has performance exhaust. But on here, I do not see the performance exhaust option, so it does not have that. Yep. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at a car with the lighting package, the multimedia package, and the night package. So 3 packages in this car, a little bit better equipped because it has a night package, but pretty much the same as the last example we looked at. 35 grand, they're asking 65,000 miles it has. For me, I'd be willing to go up to 30 grand for this one. I think 30 grand would be fair. But yeah, think about that. 30 grand for a 2016 with 500 horsepower. Like, what other car that new has that much power that you can get for 30 grand for a 65,000 mile car? You guys let me know. You guys are quiet today. Say what's up in the chat. I got 7 people watching right now. Tell me what you drive and where you're from. Let me know. Cool. All right, we're moving on to our next example. We have another sedan. This is a 2016. We can see it's on the cross spoke wheels. I do like these wheels a lot better than the 5 spokes. These wheels do look nice. It is a silver color, and it looks like this is the night package as well. You can see, you know, black on the bottom, black on the rear. But actually, yeah, well, I don't know, to be honest. At first, it does not look like a night package car, but the black wheels kind of make it look darker than it is. We're just going to say it's a night package for now. Looking at the interior, we can see that it has the Distronic systems. We can also see it as the parking systems. However, I do not see a heads-up display button. So no heads-up display. However, this is a 2016, so it has the driver's assistance package and the park assist package. What else can we see here? Trying to see those seats. We do have the AMG performance seats here, so that is a really good option to have as well. They don't show the exhaust, unfortunately, so can't tell whether it has the performance exhaust or not. But actually, let's look at these tips. These tips do look silver, so it might not have the night package. Let's see what he has to say about it. No accidents, red and black sports seats, panoramic roof, all the options. I hate it when it say that. All the options. This does not have all the options. It does not have heads-up display off the bat. It does not have the performance exhaust off the bat. Are these on air suspension? They are on an adjustable suspension. Are they on air suspension? That's a good question. C63 W205. No, I didn't talk about the suspension. Hold on. That's a good question because it has adjustable suspension, but I'm not sure if it's air or not. I'm just figuring that out for you real quick. Airmatic, I believe it. No Airmatic. Airmatic is adaptive air suspension. Okay, so no, it is not an air suspension car. It has AMG ride control. This is a steel spring suspension with active dampers. So you can change the dampening of the suspension, but it is not air. It is a traditional steel coil spring suspension. For this one, I can't tell whether it has active exhaust or not, so that's a big issue for me. It does not say anything. It says it's fully loaded, but again, it's not. So can't trust the seller on something like that. Hold on, I was trying to bring up the... Oh, yeah. We're on the 2016. So in terms of additional options, it has those cool wheels. It has the seats. Can't tell whether or not it has the performance exhaust. Looking at the brakes, it does not have the carbon ceramics. This one, they want 51 grand. It has 37,800 miles for it. That is way too high. This guy thinks he has a fully loaded car, and it's not fully loaded. It doesn't even have heads-up display. As you can see, nothing there. So for me, being at 37,000 miles, but this being a 2016, I'd be around the $41,000 mark for this one. 41,000 seems to be, you know, a decent price for something like this. Again, does it have the lighting package? Man, I can't even tell if it has a lighting package or not. I guess it does. Yeah. So again, 41 grand for this one. It is a nice spec, but not enough information. You'd have to get one of these, you know, get the VIN, try to get the full package, and then work from there. Cool. Moving on to our next example, we have another C63 S sedan. This is going to be another 2016. We can see this one has aftermarket wheels. I just want to put something in here that's a little bit more customized. You can see the miles a little bit high, price is also a little bit high. But if you want something like this, you know, there are a lot of different customized examples out there. This one has carbon bits on the front. You can see they also did some turbo work. Let's just read what they have done to this car. 1,000 horsepower twin turbo or Weisstech Stage 4 turbos, Weisstech water and meth injection downpipes, upgraded heat exchanger, new custom ECU tuning from LabWorks with with a handheld thing to change between the maps. You have a 3-inch stainless steel exhaust, new front and back wheels, class in 19-inch wheels, carbon and Alcantara wrap steering wheel, blah, blah, blah. They don't say any packages here. I was just trying to see their tuning stuff. So what we have here is pretty well-equipped car in terms of the performance side. No AMG performance seats. We can see it does have some sort of something going on here, but they wanted to cut it off. Yeah, this is not a great example either. It doesn't really show much. Man, I guess for Facebook, yeah, it was hard to find them. Yeah, I mean, this one has a lot of stuff done to it, so we're just going to price it off that. 78,000 miles is pretty high for one of these. And again, especially having 1,000 horsepower, you don't know how long that tune has been on there. And of course, having a car that has twice the amount of power than it was stock is going to lead to some reliability issues, so keep that in mind. And keep that in mind basically when you price it out is what I'm trying to say. 78,000 miles for one of these. I'd say because it has all these mods and it's high miles, I'd be around 40 grand for this. 40 grand with 1,000 horsepower is, you know, you really can't beat that, honestly. You can see the meth tank back here. So pretty high performance vehicle. You also have custom exhaust, which looks like a 43 exhaust because it's round. But anyway, 40 grand for this because they don't really talk too much about the spec. Moving on to our next example, we have a 2017. This is going to be our first, or no, I was going to say it's a coupe, but it is not a coupe. It is a sedan. We can see, though, it is in blue. One of my favorite colors for the C63 is this blue. It looks really nice. You can see here on the interior. Of course, this one, actually, I'm just going to skip this one. It's a nice color, but no information. Wow, these Facebook ads are trash. I don't know why I picked all these. I guess I didn't realize all the differences until I started going to Auto Trader and Car Gurus, honestly. So we can see that this is a nice one as well, night package. However, I cannot tell what packages it has other than that. Interior, they don't want to really show much. It's hard to even read this. It doesn't have any AMG seats. Let's see. Oh, we can kind of see here. It does not have the performance exhaust. It does have the seatbelt extenders, but again, this is, wait. Yeah, I don't even know what this bottom button is, but it doesn't have the performance exhaust. Oh, this is a coupe. Yeah, so those are the seatbelt extenders. No performance exhaust. Interior trim is going to be the regular wood. Yeah, and I can't tell whether it has, oh, we can see here, it does not have anything because when it's an event like this, it does not have Distronic and it does not have parking assist or heads-up display. So none of that. No active exhaust. Not even the nav screen. As you can see here, there's no touchpad. So this is a 2017 coupe. So what does this have? You can see the Burmester sound, of course, that is standard for the coupe. So it has Premium 1 standard. Premium 2 is going to be the package with the nav screen. So it does not have Premium 2, which means it does not have Premium 3. In terms of other packages, it does not have Park Assist. It does not have Driver's Assist either. I mean, that comes with Premium 3. So no Park Assist, no Premium 3. And then it has a night package. We could see that. In terms of AMG exterior, we can see that it also has the carbon fiber package 2. And I do believe it also has the carbon fiber package 1 as well because of the side skirts. So AMG carbon fiber package 1 and 2 along with the night package. But it does not have premium package 2. It does not have premium package 3. And it does not have parking assist. So this is a very base level car. 44 grand they're asking. It's 2017 with 46,000 miles. So they kind of know what they have in terms of it being pretty base. This is actually an appropriate price for me, being that this is a 2017 with under 50,000 miles and it is a coupe, but it doesn't have many options. I'd be around the $38,000 mark. And that's a little bit low, honestly, but 38 grand is where I'd start off. Here we have our next example. This is going to be a 2017 C63 sedan, not an S. As you can see, it is, oh, is it wrapped? Yeah, it's wrapped, but the real color is white. I never go for wrapped cars, so I'm going to take off a lot of the price, honestly, for that. Here we can see it has, well, the regular AMG wheel. It's not half Alcantara or Dinamica, as Mercedes calls it. You can see it has the illuminated door sills. Again, that is a standard thing for the sedan. Yep, standard for the sedan. We can see here that it has the multimedia package. So it has, well, not multimedia package. This is a 2017, so this is Premium 2. Do they show the center console at all? No, again, not a very good example. So I can't tell whether or not it has any of the performance exhaust options. It is a sedan. It has 3 buttons, so we're going to assume it has performance exhaust. Looking around, we can see that it definitely has the night styling package and the carbon package. We can see the mirror caps are in black as well as a black spoiler. So it has the night package and then also the carbon fiber exterior package. So both of those. It also has the Premium 3 package because, again, this is a sedan, so the Premium 1 and 2 are standard on the sedan, while only Premium 1 is standard on the coupe. And for the cab, no premium packages are standard for 2017. So for this being a 2017 sedan, it has Premium 2 and Premium 1. Burmester sound is standard. It has Premium 3 because it has the touchpad as well as the nav system. We can see that here. Premium 4 is going to be the Distronic stuff. Which I cannot see. So I have no idea. Oh, here we go. So it has everything in terms of Premium 4 package. We can see that here. It even has a heads-up display. So fully loaded in terms of the premium packages. We have all of them. Does it have the advanced lighting? Yep, that was standard on these. Advanced lighting was standard on the 2017s and up. Parking assist package, yep, it has that as well. So this car is actually pretty loaded. The only thing it's missing is going to be the performance seats. However, it pretty much has everything else. Again, well, I can also see it's also missing the ventilated seat option. But what this car does have is Premium 1 through 4 in terms of packages. It has the parking assist package. It has the AMG carbon fiber package. It has the night package. In terms of individual options, it has the performance exhaust. This is a C63, not an S, so you cannot get the carbon ceramics. In terms of the performance seats, doesn't have those. But everything else it pretty much has. This is a pretty well loaded vehicle. Good spec here. The only thing I don't like is the wrap, so we're going to take off some for that. 49 grand for a 59,000 mile car. Again, he knows what he has. High miles and a high price too, but the wrap again is not really my cup of tea. So because of that alone, I'm going to discount some prices. And of course, it doesn't have the performance seats. So, and of course, it's not an S, so the prices shouldn't be that high anyway. However, it is a very loaded 63 model. Because it has 60,000 miles and because it has a wrap, I'd be around the $41,000 mark for this one. Cool. All right, moving on to our next example. We have a 2018. This is going to be a cabriolet, a C63 cabriolet. We can see it is in silver with the red roof on some aftermarket wheels. Unfortunately, we can also tell that this being a cabriolet, well, on the exterior at least, it has the exterior carbon fiber 1 package. We can see the A-wing. This is what the A-wing is. It is in carbon. We also see the side skirt. The mirror caps are also black, so it has the carbon fiber. Ooh, I don't know actually. The rear spoiler is not in carbon, but the mirror caps are, so that is kind of the opposite of what's usually available. Usually the carbon fiber spoiler is a standalone and the mirrors come with the carbon fiber rear spoiler, so I'm not really too sure about that. The mirrors might just be painted or wrapped. They don't look carbon, so just keep that in mind. On the interior, we can see it has the Distronic or the driver's assistance package. Oh, actually, no, sorry. This is a 2018. So, sorry, going back to the exterior packages, the carbon fiber mirror package, does it come like a standalone with mirrors? No, 2018 is the same. But in terms of being a 2018, this isn't going to be a premium 3 package car. It's actually a driver's assistance package car. We can see the heads-up display here and parking assistance as well. So heads-up display, that's an individual option, but it has the parking assistance package as well as a driver's assistance package. We can also see here it has the controller, so it has the multimedia package as well. Advanced lighting system. So let's see what headlights are on this vehicle. We can see, yep, it's going to have the full LED light system. So top of the line lights for this car. Parktronic, again, it has that. And then it has the night package. And I can't tell, but I don't think it has the exterior carbon fiber package because it doesn't have a carbon fiber wing. In terms of individual options, we already said the heads-up display. Let's see if it has the active exhaust. It does have the active exhaust, so it has that as well. This is a pretty well-loaded vehicle. It also has the ventilated seats, so lots and lots of options on this one. Does it have the scarf? I mean, it should, honestly, because that is come on, show the seats, man. Yep, we can see the air scarf vents right here. But again, that comes with should come with the premium package too, or the premium package in general. Again, for the cabs, they don't come standard with the premium package. So if you see Burmester in a cabriolet, it means it has the premium package. If you see the air scarf in a cabriolet, it means it has the premium package as well. Sorry, Clean Whips, you had a question a long time ago. This or an F10 M5? Definitely an F13 M6. I'd say an M6 over all these. I don't know. Like, these are fun to drive, but again, I more compare these to the 3 Series in terms of if I would have this or that. But if I were to compare the two, I'd definitely have a 6 Series over a C-Class. Anyway, this one is pretty fully loaded. I can't really see anything it doesn't have, so this is essentially fully loaded. 49 grand they're asking. It's a 2018, 37,000 miles. So not the lowest amount of miles, but it's not high either, under 40 grand, and they want 50 grand for it. I say for me, being that this is fully loaded and it's a last model year for the pre-facelift, I'd be willing to go up to 46 grand. I think that's worth it in terms of having every single option, especially being that this is a cab, so not all the options are standard like on the coupe and the sedan. So 45 grand would be where I'd be at for this car. Moving on to our next example, we have another 2018. This one is going to be a sedan though. We can see off the bat, it has a carbon fiber spoiler. However, this is not the factory equipped spoiler. We can see the mirrors are still in white. So it does not have the AMG exterior carbon fiber package. However, it does have the night package. So we can see that here in terms of the A-wing being in black, side skirts in black. So night package car off the bat. We can see on the interior, it does have the nav screen. We can see the touchpad here. So it has the multimedia package. It is a sedan, so they come standard with the Burmester sound. We do not see the ventilated seat option here. So no ventilated seats, unfortunately, on this one. Let's see if it has the driver's assistance package. So we can see here that vents going through where the buttons will be. So no driver's assistance, no park assistance, and no heads-up display on this one. Does it show the centerpiece? Maybe on this video it will. Nope. So I'm trying to see. Here we can see that it has a blank button, so no active exhaust on this example. This is not an S either, so keep that in mind in terms of pricing. So this car does not have active exhaust. It doesn't have the performance seats. It doesn't have the ventilated seats. However, it does have the multimedia system. The only thing it doesn't, other things it doesn't have is a Distronic park assist or heads-up display. So really the only thing this has going for it is going to be the multimedia system. Again, the Burmester sound is standard on the sedan, especially this being a 2018. It's pretty low spec. So keep that in mind. Highly spec'd. Yo, I hate these guys. Highly spec C63 that doesn't have Distronic parking assist or a heads-up display or the AMG performance seats or the performance exhaust. Like, how can you call this a high spec car? It's not. This is a very low spec car, and 45 grand in terms of mileage, and they want $45,000. I'd say nope. This one, to me, 45,000 miles is pretty high. I'd be around the $38,000 mark because this is a 2018, but it doesn't have any of the packages besides the multimedia one, so it can't be a 40 grand car in my opinion. Anyway, moving on to our last example. This is going to be a last model year 2018 C63S Coupe in a beautiful color. This is like a Magno gray. Magno just means flat in Mercedes speak. So very nice color. We can see off the bat it does have the night package because its A-wing is in black. You can also see it definitely has the AMG carbon fiber package, the carbon fiber exterior package, because it has the black mirror housings, which do look like they're actually in carbon, and we also have the carbon rear spoiler. Again, this is an S. I really like the way this one looks, actually. This one looks really nice. Interior, we can see we have the AMG performance seats. We also can see right on the left right here, we have the Distronic. So we have the driver's assistance package. We also have the parking assistance package, and we also have the heads-up display. We can see the 5 buttons filled in right there. We can also see this has, well, it is a coupe, so the roof is kind of what it is. No ventilated seats on this one. But again, it is a coupe, so it comes standard with the Burmester sound. This one also has the carbon fiber trim. Well, I haven't really been talking about the trim, but the carbon fiber is probably my favorite out of all of them. You can get like an ash black wood. That's kind of the standard one, but the carbon fiber is nice. Yeah, again, multimedia package. We can see the nav here. We can also see that it has the active exhaust. You can see that right here. So that has it going for it. In terms of individual options, we can see active exhaust. We can see heads-up display. We can see the performance seats. So pretty well optioned. The only thing this is missing really is, what is this missing? The only thing this is really missing is going to be, no, this is actually pretty much fully loaded as it is. So pretty good deal, honestly, in terms of being 45 grand, 44 grand. The mileage is a little bit high though. But again, this is a fully loaded car. As you can see, some wear on the bolsters. So, I mean, it is an S with 70,000 miles. So these seats, you know, they're going to have some abuse. So keep that in mind. Let's see what he has to say about it. Loaded with features. Okay, he's actually right. It is loaded. So pretty much everything. Again, the only thing this is missing, really, I mean, it's 2018 with pretty much every option. I can't tell whether it has a smartphone integration. I can't tell whether or not it has, you know, the sense system or whatever. But it does have parking assist. It does have advanced lighting. Actually, let's look at the lighting package just to make sure. Yep, advanced lighting. Has the parking assist, advanced lighting. It has a multimedia package. It has driver's assistance. It has premium package. It has the premium, or it has, yeah, premium package because that's standard. It has night package, and it also has the AMG package. It has the performance seats. It has the, the only thing this is missing is ventilated seats. So that's the only option missing. So very, very loaded car. 68,000 miles. They want 44 grand. I'd say because the miles are high, I'd be around the $40,000 mark for this one. This one is a really good example, especially with the Magno paint. Very good spec here. Cool. Moving on to Auto Trader. The next place we look at ads, we have our cheapest example we've seen so far. This is actually no. Is it? No, it's not. So one of the cheaper examples we've seen so far, we have a 2015 in like a brown color. So this is going to be a sedan. Of course, it's a 2015. We can see no night package here. The front is in bright work, but it is a brown color. Pretty interesting color. I'm a big fan of these metallic browns. You really don't see them that much. We can see on the left here, we do have the driver's assist, and we do have, can we see anything else? So we have 3 buttons here. What are we missing? Let me look at a button map. That way we can really figure it out. And so we have these 3 things. We have these 2, I can see it off the bat. So it has a Distronic, and I believe the third one is going to be your heads-up display. So Distronic and heads-up display, but no parking assist package on this one. We can see it has the AMG performance seats as well, along with the performance exhaust. So pretty well optioned car for being a 2015. The only thing it's missing is parking assist. Again, this has the nav system as well, so it has the multimedia package. And what else are we looking for? We're looking for the lighting package. Let's take a look at these headlights. It has a lighting package as well. So it has a lighting package. It has the multimedia package. It has the driver's assistance. It does not have parking assist, and it does not have the night package. Can't tell if it has the air balance package or not, of course, because that's just a HVAC system thing. But we can also see some delamination on the center console, so quality might not be the best on this one. Again, this one is a 2015 first model year, so that's just, you have to deal with that. 52,300 miles, and they want 38 grand for it, basically 37.5. That's a little bit much for this car. Again, this is a 2015 first model year. I'm not saying I guess. It does have some good options. It has a panoramic roof as well. The things that are missing though are going to be your parking assistance. You don't have the AMG, or you do have the AMG performance seats, and you have the exhaust. So really, the only thing you're missing really is ventilated seats, but those don't come with performance seats anyway. And you don't have any exterior options. So pretty loaded, but again, a little bit high price for the mileage. 52,300 miles. For me, being that this is a very loaded 2015, it's just missing the parking assistance package. I'd be willing to go up to $32,000 for this one. Cool. Moving on to our next example, we have a 2016. This one is going to be a sedan. We can see already it has the advanced, or it has the lighting package. It also has a night package. We can see that on the front end. It's on the 5-spoke wheels. This one also looks like it has Distronic just off the bat, because you can see that the logo is not a regular logo. It's actually like a plastic piece. Headlights are tinted, so they work better, of course. Not a fan, but I do like this front windshield tint. It looks very good. This one does have the rear spoiler as an option, but it does not have the mirror caps, so it has that going for it. Also on the interior, we can see it is a 2-tone red and black interior. Burmester sound, of course, that is standard on these cars. Let's see what else it has. On the left, you can see that it has the same kind of options as before. It has Distronic and heads-up display, but it does not have the parking assistance. We can see here it has the AMG performance seats as well in 2-tone. Very, very nice. Very clean, as you can see. This is an S, so it's going to have the performance wheel. Again, multimedia package here. I'm trying to see what else are we looking for. It has a night package. It has the multimedia package. It has the lighting package. Let's see if it has driver's assistance. It does. No parking package. So the only thing that's really missing is the parking package. In terms of individual options, let's see what they say on this. We have the active exhaust, which is good. Do they have the ventilated seats? No, that was part of the... it's weird. They have the interior package for the 2015, 2016, but it's not available for the C63. And in terms of ventilated seats, you don't really have that option either. So 2017 is really where you see that come out a lot. I really haven't seen any 2015s and 2016s with ventilated seats, although the button is there for the non-AMG cars, which kind of doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. We can see also it has a panoramic roof. So again, what is this car missing? It is missing parking assistance package. But other than that, it pretty much has everything else, honestly. It has the AMG rear spoiler. It's missing the mirror caps, but whatever. So on the 5-spoke wheels, look pretty good. You know, I said the cross-spoke wheels are my favorite, but now that I look at the 5-spokes, like, I've always flip-flop between them. I think the 5-spokes actually look a little bit better, especially if you have a good stance. But anyway, 50,000 miles this one has. 45,000 they're asking. It's a 2016, so it's not 2017 or later. So this is pretty high in my opinion. 50,000 miles is high, and 46,000 is high, especially for a 16 without parking assist. And it's just a regular sedan. For me, being that this is a 50,000 mile car, I'd be around the $40,000 mark. For this one, I was around. Did I even? Yeah. Man, these are very similar. But again, this is 2015, 2016, 40,000. Nah, I'd have to go a little bit lower than that. 38,000 for one of these. Still a high mile car. I get it's pretty loaded, but 38. Cool, moving on to our next one. I love this color, a red C63S. You really don't see these at all. Off the bat, we can see it has the night package. We can also see it's on the 5-spoke wheels. We can also see that it has the lighting package. So scrolling down, very nice. I love this so much. This looks so good. Interior is kind of weird though. I mean, not weird, it's different. You have the wood trim. You also have the Dyno seats, as in they are diamond stitch seats. So very rare option to have, especially with a red car. Red on tan with Dyno is pretty cool. On the left, we can see fully loaded. This is a 2017 sedan, so we're gonna have all those premium package numbers. So off the bat, we can see it has Distronic. So this is a premium 4 package car. So it has premium 1, premium 2, premium 3, premium 4. It also has Parktronic. It also has parking assistance package, and it also has heads up display. So tons of options already. We can see it looks like it has a panoramic roof as well. What do you guys think about the wood trim? Not really a big fan, but at least it doesn't look too bad, honestly. It's different. We can see this one does not have the active exhaust. However, this does have the power rear shade. A lot of the cars don't have the power rear shade, but again, this is kind of more a luxury spec of a C63S. We can see here, nav screen, no bezel around the screen. Also, we can see the nav right here. Again, has all the options available for the C63S in terms of Distronic, parking assist, and heads-up display. No night vision on one of these. Those only come on upper-level cars. This car also has the standard seats, but again, they are in the Dyno fashion, so they look pretty good. Brown leather is pretty rare to see on one of these. So pretty nice spec, in my opinion. 48 grand they're asking, and it has 36,000 miles. It is a 2017, so medium amount of miles. Very nice spec, very high price. I'd say for me, being that this is a 2017, but the spec is very unique, and I do kind of like it. Even though it has wood, I do like the wood spec on this one. I'd be around 45 grand for this. I think 45 grand, well, it's low miles. 44 grand. 44 grand for this. I don't want to spend 45, but again, it's what's 1,000 between friends, right? So yeah, 44 grand for this. That might be paying a little bit more than it should, but again, it has the Dyno interior, very rare, and the color combo is just amazing. Red AMG 63S, C63 AMG S with a tan Dyno interior. Cool, moving on to our next example. We have another 2017. This one's going to be a black one. We can see it's also on the 5-spoke wheels with red calipers. This one also has a night vision. This one also has a night package. We can see that from the black A-wing right here. Scrolling down, what else can we see? Just a regular black sedan so far. This one has the lighting package as well. They show the lights up close. Nope. Anyway, this one has the regular seats, no AMG performance seats, but again, another two-tone interior. I do like this red and two-tone. This red and black two-tone interior looks very good. Again, 2017. So this is going to be, well, obviously Burmester is going to be standard on the sedan. So it has Premium 1 off and Premium 2 off the bat. Premium 3 would be with the nav system. We can see it has the touchpad right here. So Premium 3. And then looking on the side, we can see these are going to be your parking buttons. So we have the parking assistance package, but no heads-up display and no driver's assistance package. So no Premium 4 for this one because it is a 2017. It's called Premium 4. So we can see here, those are your cameras and parking assist. We do have carbon fiber trim, which is nice. Let's look at the center console. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that these cars come standard with an IWC clock, which is pretty cool. Not as nice as the Breitling we saw yesterday in the Bentley, but IWC is still a really good watch brand, clock brand. Do they show the center console? It looks like it has active exhaust, but I can't really tell. Let me see. Yep, it has active exhaust, no rear sunshade, but you see the active exhaust button right there. So it has active exhaust. It does not have front ventilated seats. Let's see. It does not have Distronic, so no premium package 4. It does have premium package 3 though. So it has premium packages 1 through 3. It has the well, I guess the lighting packages is a 2017, so the lights are going to be standard. What else does it have? Parking assist package, it has that. So no premium package 4, but it does have parking assist. It does have the night package. Do they show the spoiler? It has a little spoiler, but I can't tell if that's a carbon one or not. But we're going to go ahead and say it is, just for the sake of it. Carbon fiber exterior package and night package, along with premium package 3 and parking assist. So the thing is missing Distronic, which is a big option for one of these cars that adds a lot of features in that one package. It's probably one of the biggest packages. It's going to be the driver's assistance / premium package 4. So it's missing that, but it is a 30,000 mile car and they're asking 48 grand. You know, that's the asking price seems about in line with everything else we've been looking for, but it is a lower mile car under 30,000 miles. So it does command a little bit of a premium. I'd say for me, comparing it with this one was a 36,000 mile car. This one is a 29,000 mile car. For this one, I was willing to go up to 44 simply because the spec was really nice. For this one, I think I'll be willing to go up to 44 as well, simply because the miles are a little bit less, but the spec is not as nice. However, it is still a nice spec. The only thing is missing is Distronic. So even actually, because it's missing Distronic, I have to go lower than that. 43 grand for one of these, just to kind of cut my losses there. Cool. All right, moving on to our next example. We have a 2017 C63 coupe. So again, this is what I would get if I were getting a C63 as a coupe. Again, but those are going to be seen. A lot of people think that, especially because the C63 coupe has its own body style. And so, of course, the prices are going to be a little bit higher. 34,900 miles this example has, and they're asking $49,000. So 50 grand for this one. A little bit high, but let's see what we're working with. No night package here. You can see the trim is in white. So no night package. Does it have the AMG package? It does not, but it looks like it has some sort of spoiler, but it is not in carbon. So no AMG carbon fiber package. On the interior, we can see, well, off the bat, we can see that it has a Distronic. So it's a 2017 coupe. So this would be premium package 3. Yeah, so it has premium package 3. We know that. Let's see. Yep. We have also the parking assistance package as well as the heads up display. So tons of different options on this one. Scrolling down, we can also see this one has the active exhaust. So it has that going for it. It does not have the performance seats, unfortunately, but it does have everything else. So it has basically premium package 1, 2, and 3. It has a parking assist package, no night package, and no AMG carbon package. But in terms of the interior, it's fully loaded. It also has the performance exhaust. I guess the one thing it is missing is ventilated seats. So yeah, that's an individual option by itself. This one also has the automatic trunk, but again, that's mostly an option on the 2015 and 2016 cars. So what are we working with here? We have a coupe that's pretty much fully loaded. The only thing it's missing is going to be the AMG styling stuff and the night vision, but that's not really a deal breaker in my opinion. 35,000 miles, they want 50 grand. I'd say for me, being that this is, you know, a pretty well-equipped coupe, it's just missing some things in terms of the ventilated seats. I think that's a good option to have in order to set your car apart from the rest of them, because that's a very rare option on these. I'd be willing to go, for this one being a low-ish mile and pretty well spec'd, I'd be willing to go up to 45 grand for this one as well. Moving on to our last two, we have our 2018, so last model year coupe. We can see here that it has the advanced lighting package. So they say it off the bat, advanced lighting is going to have the ambient lighting along with the active LED headlamps. So this basically means it has the interior ambient lighting. We can see here it is also a night package car because this ape wing thing is in black. Again, headlights are going to be the top spec because it is and post 20. Hold on, let's see, we got that. Yeah, it is a post 2016, so they're going to all come with the top of the line headlights. We can see here that it looks like it has the carbon fiber package. We do see black on the mirrors and on the spoiler. So carbon fiber package and the night package. This is an S, but it has standard brakes. As you can see, these are the cross spoke wheels as well. You can see this one has the ventilated seat option, as you can see here. So fully spec so far. No performance seats. And also looking on this part, we can see no Distronic, no heads-up display. It looks like it only has, actually no Distronic, no parking assistance, only heads-up display. So Again, not as fully loaded as I was expecting, honestly, for being a 2018. But we'll keep it moving. We can also see here that it does not have the multimedia package either. So very base car on this one. No active exhaust. So actually, I thought this was going to be a good, like a nicely equipped car because it had the ventilated seat option. Usually that's like a last resort thing. It's like, I have everything else, so I might as well get ventilated seats. But whoever spec'd this just wanted the seats and nothing else. So what do we have here? We have a car. We have a 2018 C63 S Coupe with the advanced lighting package. So it has the ambient lighting. That's the only package this car has. Well, in terms of technology, it has the exterior packages. So it has a night package and it has the AMG carbon fiber package. It has the cross spoke wheels. But in terms of the interior, we do not have the driver's assistance package. We do not have the multimedia package. We do not have the parking assistance package. Actually, did it have parking assist? Yep. We do not have the parking assistance package. We only have the heads-up display. Fun fact, everyone calls it head-up display, but I've always called it heads-up display. So I don't know what's the difference. I'm sure there is no difference. It's just vernacular. But I've never heard anyone call it head-up display in real life. I've only seen it written that way. Everyone says heads-up display. Anyway, so this one, very low spec car, 21,000 miles, and they want 60 grand for it. No thanks. I'd say for me being as low spec as this is, but on top of that being a low mile car, I'd be willing to go up to $48,000. 21,000 miles, last model year, 48 grand. If you could do better than that, it's even better, but 48 grand is pretty fair. Moving on to our last example, we have another 2018, but this one is going to be a cabriolet. We can see it has 29,000 miles. They want 48 grand for it. Off the bat, we can see no night styling package. We do see the AMG performance exterior package, whatever you want to call it, AMG carbon fiber exterior package. We can see the mirror caps right here. Scrolling around, we can also see the black carbon spoiler. So it has the carbon package, but no night package. Interior wise, let's see what we're working with. Off the bat, we can see that it is a two-tone with the carbon fiber trim. I do like that. This is a cabriolet, so the Burmester sound system is not standard on these. So you can tell that this already has the Premium 1 package, which is good because it comes with the Burmester as well as the air caps, which is going to be, well, actually, this is a AMG performance seat car. So the AMG performance seats in the pre-facelift do not come with the air caps or the air scarf. You'll see on the facelifted cars, there's actually a vent right here in the bottom of the headrest that allows for that. But for pre-facelift, they did not offer that combination. We can see that this is the multimedia package car. We can see the touchpad as well as the smooth nav screen in the middle. No ventilated seats here. We can see that this car does not have the driver's assistance package. It only has the parking assistance as well as heads-up display. This is an S, so it's gonna have the performance wheel. Let's scroll down. See what we're working with here. Performance exhaust, that's a good option to have. So that's a plus right there. Scrolling through. Well, that's about it. So, well, we actually have the list here. So let's just read it down. 19-inch wheels. So it has staggered wheel setup, 19 fronts, 20 rear, which is pretty cool. It has the Dyno Cashmere white Magno finish. So it's going to be that matte white paint. It has the AMG performance seats. It has the red pepper / black two-tone perforated Napa interior, the AMG carbon fiber trim on the interior, premium package, advanced lighting package, parking assist package. I don't know why they keep saying advanced lighting package. It does not, that's not a thing for these cars. They're standard with them. Yeah, not too sure. I think what they mean by that, I mean, the only thing I can think of is the ambient lighting section of that, because premium, the advanced lighting is kind of standard on these cars, especially being a 2018. Oh, no, this is 20. Oh, I see. Okay, advanced lighting did come back for 2018. I was looking at the wrong sheet. Anyway, 2018 advanced lighting package. Again, the active LED headlamps are pretty much standard. This just comes with the interior ambient lighting. Parking assist, AMG exterior carbon, multimedia package, exterior carbon fiber package 1. This is, I don't know why they said that. It says 1 and then the carbon fiber package. Like they charged him twice. Exterior carbon fiber package 1. That's a 2017 thing. And that comes with the carbon fiber A-wing. Hold on. I gotta really differentiate too, because the carbon fiber A-wing was not... basically, the night package comes with the gloss black exteriors, but this is a carbon fiber one. So that's interesting. They don't mention it in the actual brochures that there is an exterior carbon fiber package 1 for the 2018 model year. However, I'll take the word for it. It's here on their system. So AMG performance exhaust, heads-up display, track pace app. So tons of options on this one. The only thing it's missing is going to be those ventilated seat options, as well as the driver's assistance package. But it has multimedia, it has parking package, it has all the carbon you can get on one of these. So instead of night package, I do believe that's a carbon fiber package. That's what they're trying to say there. It's not the night package, it's not in gloss black, it's actually in carbon. Also has the active exhaust. So tons of options in this one. 28,700 miles. They want 48 grand for it. More options than this one. Way more options. A little bit more miles, 7,000 more miles, but they want over $10,000 less. And it is a cab, so I get that. But again, cabs usually don't come as equipped as this one does. And so this one is a special one. The only thing that's missing, again, is driver's assistance package. 30,000 miles just about. I'd say for me, being that this is a 30,000 mile cab without driver's assistance, but pretty much everything else doesn't have ventilated. But I'd be around the $46,000, $45,000 mark. I think this is actually a good deal in terms of it being low mile, but also a good spec in terms of a cab with the performance seats and everything. Yeah, I go up to 44 to 45 is where I'd be at. Cool. What time are we at? 1 hour 35. I've been talking a lot this past week. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, let's move on to our first example here. Actually, let me just reset these. It's going to refresh fast, or it's going to take a long time. Okay, cool. So moving on to our first example on Car Gurus, the last place we look at ads here on the channel. We have a 2015. This one's going to be in black. You can see it has the night package, or is this carbon fiber? Let's go and see what they offer here in terms of options. Yeah, it's night package. You don't really talk about the carbon fiber, even though it doesn't look, as black as it should if it was just painted. It kind of does look like carbon fiber, but we're going to just say night package for now. We can see here, blacked out badges. I can't tell whether or not this has the mirror caps, but again, this is a 2015, so I don't believe that actually was a thing back then. So, oh, it was. Carbon fiber rear spoiler and side mirrors. It might have that. I can't really tell because it's all black. Let's keep moving. We can see that, let's scroll down to the interior. No AMG performance seats. We also do not have any of the systems here. No parking assist, no heads-up display, no driver's assist. It does have the multimedia package, though. We can see that here. It has the, yeah, we can see that here. It's the controller here and the big screen. Scroll down. Again, this is that black ash wood trim. This is a 2015 sedan, so Burmester is standard on this one. We can see, I want to see the centerpiece. Does it show that? Yeah, we can see here, none of the systems. We can see here as well that it does have active exhaust, so that's a good option to have. So active exhaust, it has, that's pretty much it in terms of individual options. Yep, no ventilated seats, but again, that wasn't really seen on cars this early. So what does this car have? It does not have Distronic, so it does not have the driver's assistance. It doesn't have parking assistance. It doesn't have the heads-up display. In terms of packages, it has the Premium 2 package, but again, that is standard. The lighting package. Let's take a look at the headlights. What are we working with here? It does look like it has a lighting package with the full LED headlamps. You can see that here. Yeah, they do look full LED. And then what else are we looking for? Multimedia, it has that. Hands-free, I don't know because it doesn't show the trunk. So what do we do have? We have premium package, lighting package. We have multimedia package. We have the night package. We have a no parking and no Distronic. So kind of like a middle of the range, kind of on the lower end because it doesn't have any of the electronic systems that would, make it a more modern car, but it still is an S. So you're going to get that power. You just don't have park assist. You don't have the Distronic. You don't have heads-up display. 60,000 miles, they're asking 35 grand. Or 60,000 miles it has and 35 grand they're asking. I'd say for me, I mean, this is kind of in the ballpark. Oh, I gotta scratch my ear. It's kind of in the ballpark for what a 2015 is, but the mileage is a little bit high for this price. For me, I'd be around the $30,000 mark simply because it doesn't have Distronic or parking assist or heads-up display. 30,000 for one of these, and yeah, that's where I'd be at. Cool. Moving on to our next example, we have a 2017. These aren't in order either. Let me order these real quick. Oh, they are in order. Oh. So I skipped 2016 completely. 2017, we have our first example. This one is going to be a coupe in white. As you can see, no night styling package. However, it does look like it has the AMG carbon fiber package. Again, this is 2017. So it has carbon fiber packages 1 and 2. And then we're looking at the front wing. It's not in carbon or anything. I can't really tell. It doesn't look like it's in carbon. So we're just going to assume it does not have that carbon fiber pack unless it says so otherwise. We can see here being a 2017, but no ventilated seats. Not the best view. Let's keep scrolling. Not the best view of that either. No assistance packages, no driver's assistance, no parking assistance, no heads-up display. It does have the multimedia package though. Again, 2017, so we're not dealing with 2017, so these aren't driver's assistance and multimedia. This is actually premium package 2 and 3. So we have the multimedia, which is premium package 2 for 2017, but it does not have premium package 3, unfortunately. Yep, no premium package 3, no park assistant package either. So what does this have going for it? It has premium package 1 and 2. It has the night pack, or it has the AMG carbon fiber package 2. So the only thing is missing is going to be premium package 3, as well as the carbon fiber package 1. Which, I mean, you know, premium package 3 on the 2017s kind of includes a lot, including the air balance fragrance system, Distronic active LED headlamps. So this one has the full LED headlamps. Oh no, this one doesn't even have that. As you can see, these are going to be those different lights. So it has the regular LEDs, not the full ones. So wow, this is one of the first cars we've seen that doesn't have the full LED lights. So I mean, it is missing premium package 3, which is a big thing for the 2017 coupes. So yeah, we're going to price it accordingly. $50,800 they're asking. It has 24,000 miles. This is 2017 with low miles, under 25,000 miles. However, it's missing premium package 3, which is a big option for me. I'd say because of that, I'd be willing to go up to 43 grand. I know it's not worth that much in terms of 7 grand difference. However, I don't think this is worth $51,000 anyway. So 43 grand is where I'd be at for a low mile C-Class or C63 AMG coupe without premium package 3. Moving on to our next example, another 2017. This one's going to be a sedan though. We can see off the bat, it does not look like it has, well actually, they don't even show the front really. That's frustrating. Oh, here we go. Yep, so no night styling package on this one. Let's see, no, the AMG spoiler does not look like a carbon spoiler, so no night styling, no AMG package. What else can we see here? Scrolling through the inside, we can see it has the automatic trunk, but again, that is pretty much standard on 2017s. We do have a Dynamica and MB Tex interior, which is interesting. You know, those are pretty rare to find. Usually people get leather. We can also see on the interior, we can see the parking assistance package here, but since it's completely on the left, that means that the Distronic packages aren't there. And again, this is actually a 2017, so they're not called Distronic. It's called Premium Package 4 for the sedan. So off the bat, we can see no Premium Package 4, just parking assistance. Does it have Premium Package 3 though? Yep, it does, because Premium Package 3 means it has a nav. You can see the touch controller right here. So Premium Package 3 car, it also has the park assist. So no Premium Package 4 though, unfortunately, and no night package, no AMG exterior package. Scrolling through, we can see it has the active exhaust, which is really good. That is a good option to have. It also has a panoramic roof. You can also see it has Burmester, but again, standard stuff. This is going to be part of your parking assist package. So 2017 with 50,000 miles or 59,600 miles, so 60,000 miles, and they want 36.7 for it. I can't read 36.8 for it. So let's see. You know, it's 2017 with not the highest amount of miles, under 60,000, and they want in the 30 or under 40. So you know, they're not too far off. This is, you know, they're not too far off, I'd say. Looking at the lights, unfortunately, we do not have the upgraded lights. Again, this is a 2017 without Premium 4 package because this is a sedan. So if it doesn't have Distronic, it's not going to have the cool lights. So keep that in mind. I don't like the way these lights look. So for me, 60,000 miles, no Premium Package 4, which is Distronic, the lights, the ambient lighting system. Wait, is it ambient lighting? Ambient lighting, what does that come in? For the sedan at least. Or is it only an autumn? Yes. Oh, anyway, no Premium Package 4, so that includes the LED headlamps, the Distronic, the all the safety features basically. So I really wouldn't want to have this car because there are other cars out on the market that I can get fully loaded. So no reason to even consider this. But if I were to, I'd be willing to go up to $32,000. I think 32 for 2017 is a good deal. Cool. Moving on to our next example. So let me just refresh this. We can already see what it has. Sneak peek. Kind of cheating here, but we see one. This is going to be like a Magno gray. I really like the way this looks. I don't know if it's just the angle of the car or the stance. I don't know. It looks, everything looks stock, but it just looks really good. You can see off the bat, this is what it has, so we don't have to guess. We have the driver's assistance package. What year is this actually? 2017. So we have the driver's assistance package. We have the night package. We have the parking assist package. See, this is a 2017, so they're wrong. This is actually not called the driver's assistance package. It's a 2017 coupe, so it's actually called the Premium 3 package. So this is part of that. Air balance package, which comes with the Premium 3 package. parking package. This is parking assist package. These are both the same thing. Premium audio system comes with the premium 2 package. Actually, no, premium audio system comes standard. The command comes standard on the premium 2 package. And then the rest of the stuff is part of all these other packages. They could have simplified this and do about 4 lines, but they wanted to write all this stuff. I guess they're trying to sell the car. You know, people aren't really too familiar with the packages like we are here on the channel. So it is what it is. You guys know what to look out for, though. Here we can see that it has everything but the heads-up display. So it has Parktronic. It has the Distronic. This is a 2017, so it's going to have Premium Package 3 because it's a coupe. Looking at the wheel, this is an S, I believe, so it's going to have the standard Dynamica wheel. Here we get a better view of that. We have the parking assistance. We have Distronic, which is Premium Package 3. We do not have the heads-up display. Looking at this, we can see nav off the bat, so it's going to be multimedia package car as well. But again, that's Premium Package 2 because it's a 2017 coupe. They really made it confusing. You can see here it has a pretty cool rear diffuser. So aftermarket diffuser there, which looks pretty nice in my opinion. We can see here, of course, it is a Premium Package 3 car, so it's going to have the fully upgraded headlights. 46.4 they're asking. It has 46,000 miles. This is 2017. It has some good... Oh, this is a factory matte. Oh, wait. It has a matte gray wrap. Full body wrap in matte gray. Pure performance. Hold on. Do they show the door sill? Oh, it's a white car. Never mind. That's unfortunate. White car here. So white car with the wrap. I got to take off some for the wrap. I hate wraps. 46,800 miles it has. They want $46,400. I'd say for me, being it is a wrap and it is missing heads-up display. Does it have performance exhaust? Of course, they didn't want to show it. I don't understand people. When you're selling a car, you should really understand what the car has in order to know what to take pictures of. Does it say performance exhaust here, though? Probably not. It probably does not have performance exhaust because it's not listed. So we're not going to include it. So in terms of pricing this out, 46 grand, no performance exhaust, 46,000 miles. I'd be at $40,000. Cool. Moving on to our next one. We have a 2017. This one is going to be a 46,000 mile car. They want 43 grand for it. It is in silver. We can see it's on the cross-spoke wheels. It also is a night package car. We can see the black trim on the bottom as well as the A-wing being in black as well. Looking at the mirror caps, they are in black. The picture quality is a little bit low, but because the mirror caps are in black and it has a rear black spoiler, I'm going to also assume that it has the AMG carbon fiber exterior packages. Exterior package 1. I'm sorry, exterior package 2. So this might have exterior package 1, depending on what material this is made out of. If this is carbon, then it is a AMG package 1, AMG carbon fiber package 1. If it is in just regular black, then it's going to be a night package car. We can see off the bat, no driver's assistance, no parking assistance, no heads-up display. Interior is going to be half leather, half Dynamica, so it's kind of the cheaper route in terms of seats. Keep that in mind. We can also see that this is not going to have the multimedia system. Very unfortunate. Scrolling through, we can see, nope, no active exhaust either. What does this car have? This car has nothing, man. This is what? A 2017 coupe. So let's look at the options for the coupe for the 2017. We can see that it does not have it doesn't have the command system. Wait, it doesn't have premium 2 package. Does it even have Burmester? Hold on. Okay, good. So it has Burmester as an option, but again, that comes with premium 2 package, which also comes with the command system, which it does not have. So they optioned in Burmester as an individual option. It does not have premium package 3 either. So it just comes standard with, actually, no, I'm reading this completely wrong. Burmester was standard in premium 1. I don't know why it's weird. They list it as an option in premium 2 and in premium 1, but it's standard. But premium 1 is standard, so I don't know why they even included it in premium 2. But basically, this is a premium 1 car. It doesn't have the it doesn't have premium package 3, which would include all this stuff in terms of Distronic. It doesn't have premium package 2, which includes the nav. Does it have anything? Oh, it has the exterior packages. So it has either night package and carbon fiber package 2, or it has carbon fiber package 1 and 2. But in terms of interior, it really doesn't have anything. How about individual options? It doesn't have the nice seats. It doesn't have a performance exhaust. It doesn't have heads-up display. So very base spec car here. The only thing it has are the cosmetic additions. 43 grand they're asking. It has 46,000 miles. Yep, that is way too high for me for not having a single package on the interior. I'd be around the $37,000 mark for this one right here. Cool. Moving on to our next example. Let me just refresh these last ones so I get the perfect pictures. So moving on to our next example. This one I like a lot simply because, I don't know, this picture looks nice. This is what I use for the thumbnail. As you can see, this one is a silver car on silver crosspoke wheels. It does not look like it has a night package at all. No carbon fiber mirror caps either, so no exterior packages on this one. This one also does not have the Premium 3 package. This one is a 2017, so yeah, this is a coupe. No Premium 3 because it does not have the updated lights. It has the middle of the road lights, the LEDs, but they're not the full LED lights, which is unfortunate. We can see here that it only has the parking assistance package. We can see those 2 buttons, so no Distronic, so meaning this is not a Premium Package 3 car. It is a Premium Package 2 car because we can see the controller right here, so it has a nav system, so it is Premium Package 2. What else can we see here? It has the performance seats, which are cool, but again, the bolsters do take a beating on these seats, so keep that in mind. No ventilated seats on this one. Again, this is a Premium Package 2 car, so it's going to have nav, it's going to have Burmester. We can see the parking assistance package here, but no Premium Package 3, which includes Distronic and whatnot. And that also includes the LED lights, so you're missing that. We do have the carbon fiber trim, which I really like, especially with the red and black two-tone interior. The carbon fiber is just a perfect match for that. What else can we see here? We already saw that multimedia. This one does have the active exhaust, it looks like. Yep, so it has that option going for it. So it has active exhaust. It does not have heads-up display. It has some good options in terms of if you were to get minimal options. It has parking. It has the active exhaust, however, and the performance seats. But it does not have Distronic, which is a big value option. You don't really necessarily need it. It's just worth money. So keep that in mind. Also, it has nav. So what doesn't this car have? It has all the premium packages. It has the actually no, it has Premium Package 1 and 2. It's not Premium Package 3. It has parking assist. It does not have any of the exterior stuff. It has the performance seats and the performance exhaust. So I'd say it's around 60-70% option. The only thing it's missing is Premium Package 3. But again, for the 2017 coupes, Premium Package 3 is a big thing to be missing. You don't get the full active LED headlights. You don't get the Distronic options. So you're kind of missing out there. This one though, they want 56 grand for it. It only has 20,000 miles, and I get it. It's 2017 in a cool spec, kind of. It's gray or silver on a red and black with carbon fiber. However, there's no carbon fiber on the exterior, which is, big pluses in terms of value because those are going to be the hardest parts to get. But it is low miles. The only problem is it doesn't have Premium Package 3, which is huge on one of these cars. And because of that, I cannot pay anywhere near this, even though it says it's a good deal. 20,000 miles for a 2017 coupe. I'd be more around the $47,000 mark. Cool. And moving on to our second to last ad, we have a black cabriolet, which looks pretty cool. We can see here it has either the night styling package, or what year is this actually? 2018. So it either has the, actually no, this would be a night style package car, but I saw some 2018s you saw earlier, they do have the carbon fiber package 1, which means a carbon fiber lower piece right here. But yeah, you'd have to see the VIN specifically to know if this is in carbon fiber. How about a rear wing? Yep, we do see a rear wing here, and they are in black. Everything's in black, so it's kind of hard to tell, but I'm going to assume that this does have the AMG exterior carbon fiber package, as well as a night package. We're just going to say it has that. These wheels, I'm not really too sure about these wheels, honestly. Yeah, I'm not sure what these wheels are. They don't look too great in my opinion, but let's scroll through and see what the interior we're working with. So off the bat, we can see that it has the regular seats with the air scarf. So what that means is that it's a premium 1 car. Or what that means, sorry, this is a 2018. What that means is it's a premium package car. If it didn't have the air scarf, it didn't have the Burmester sound, it would be a non-premium car, but we can see Burmester, we can see air scarf. So premium car. Does it have the driver's assistance package? We can see here it has no assistance packages at all. So no driver's assistance, no parking assistance, and no heads-up display option. Looking here, we can also see that it does not have the performance exhaust either. Really, the only thing this has is red belts, honestly. It has the multimedia system. So that is going to be the multimedia package. 4-door or 2-doors in these. So it comes in both 2-door and 4-door. The 4-door sedan looks a lot like the standard. Let's see if I can find one. The 4-door sedan looks a lot like the standard C class. Unlike the 2-door, the coupe actually has a way better stance than the regular C-class coupe. As you can see, it's a wide body. So for that reason alone, I recommend getting the coupe. The sedan just looks too normal. But yeah, for this one is pretty base level. Again, we have the premium package, but no driver's assistance. We have the multimedia package. Let's see if it has the active LED lights. So let's take a look at the front headlights. We can see it does not have the active, or it does not have the advanced LED light package. So it does not have the advanced LED light package. It doesn't have the driver's assistance package. It doesn't have the parking assistance package. It doesn't have heads-up display. It doesn't have the performance seats. It doesn't have performance exhaust. So what does it have? It has a premium package. It has the multimedia package. It has some carbon bits on the outside as well as a night package, but that is about it. So, I mean, for these cars, it's really important to have the premium package. However, you really do need that driver's assistance package to make it, you really need the advanced lighting package to make it a high quality product. I just don't like, you're spending top dollar and you're not getting the top lights. Like, light signatures are very important on cars like these. For me, 57 grand is way too high. I get it's a low mile car, but it's not very well equipped. I'd say for me, being only 6,500 miles, I'd be willing to go up to 49 grand on this one. But again, that's probably way too low. This is actually a pretty good deal, honestly, for what it is in terms of mileage. But yeah, I wouldn't want to pay over 50 grand for something that doesn't have some of those regular options that, the sedan will come with standard. Well, I mean, I don't know about that in terms of option standard, but it doesn't have Distronic. It doesn't have parking assistance. It doesn't have heads-up display. It doesn't have the cool seats. It doesn't have performance exhaust. So I'm not paying over 50 grand for that. Cool. Moving on to our next ad, our final ad. We have a 2018 sedan. So, very rare to find the late model year sedan. Well, not very rare, but most people, they wanted to get the coupes. The coupes are definitely the cooler cars, but the sedan, of course, is going to be more practical. It's a white car. You can tell already it has the night package because it has the black front A-wing as well as the black side skirts. So yeah, premium package, night package. And looking at the mirror caps and the spoiler, it also looks like it has the AMG carbon fiber package as well. So lots of exterior packages. Fully loaded on the exterior. Let's look at the headlights. We can see it also has the advanced lighting package off the bat. We can see the lights here. So that is good. Looking on the interior, we can see 3 buttons here. So what I'm assuming this is a parking assistance package car as well as a heads-up display car. Actually, no. This might actually just be a Distronic car. No parking assistance, no heads-up display. Let's take a look, actually. They show it up close. Yep, we see here. Yep, so we have Distronic, we have heads-up display, no parking assistance. Panoramic roof as well. Looking on the interior, we can see no AMG performance seats, unfortunately, but we do see the controller here, so it is a multimedia package car. See that as well. We can also see the exhaust, active exhaust button here, so active exhaust is option for this one. Again, this is a sedan, so Burmester is standard. So what does this car have? Let's just list it down, or let's read it down the list. It has the driver's assistance package. It has the premium package. It has heads-up display. It has the multimedia package. It has the advanced lighting package. It has the night package, and it has the AMG carbon fiber package. So it's only missing the seating package, or not seating. It's only missing the parking package, so the park assist, and it has the ambient lighting, as you can see. It looks pretty cool. It also has the aftermarket. It has the upgraded AMG performance exhaust. This is an S, right? Yeah. I'm trying to see. Does it have carbon ceramics? I didn't see a single one with carbon ceramics. I don't recommend getting carbon ceramics on a car like this because these are daily drivers. These are daily drivers. Carbon ceramics are just going to be really expensive. So keep that in mind. So this car pretty much has everything. The only thing it's missing is going to be the driver's assistance package. I'm sorry, the only thing is missing is going to be the parking assistance package. It has driver's assistance package. It has heads-up display. So pretty much fully loaded. Parking assistance, it's less in terms of numbers of items than the Distronic package or the driver's assistance package. However, I do think you should have both of them. The surround view cameras are a big plus on something like this. But it still has nav. It still has the active exhaust. It still has all the technology packages in terms of premium and multimedia. It just doesn't have the safety features. 50,700 they're asking, 35,000 miles. It's not a bad asking price, honestly. The things that it's missing, I mean, parking assistance, but it pretty much has everything else in terms of the active exhaust, in terms of heads-up display, in terms of Distronic. So, it's not too far off. I'd say for this car having 35,000 miles, though, I'd be around the $46,000 mark for this one. Cool. That wraps it up. An hour and 50. Wow, 2 hours we spent on this. So let's just rehash. Again, avoid the 15. It's going to be easy to avoid the 15. There's not too many of them out there. I'd avoid the 16 as well because that's technically still the same vehicle as the 15. So they didn't really improve much between the 15 and the 16 because, 15 was the release in Europe. 16 is when it came out in the United States, but they didn't really change it. It's just a year delayed, and so they just carried on the same production, same car. Keep that in mind. So I'd stay away from the 15s and the 16s. If you can get a 16, that's, you know, a good price, then maybe consider that. It would have to have a lot of options to be worth it, in my opinion. I'd recommend getting the 17, and I'd recommend getting a coupe. You know, it's the first model year of the coupe, but I think that the first model year of the coupe will be fine. Of course, you have the money, go for an 18, but a 17 is going to be good. They worked out the kinks mechanically, and of course, the coupe is the first model year for the AMG coupe. But again, it's still a good deal. You're not going to have those first model year problems that you're used to with first model year cars. Cleanup says that screen looks so small. LOL. Yeah, I think the first edition or the first example of this screen looking like this was, I want to say like a CLA, where the screen looks so bad, and they kind of just carried on that same design language for the screen for the C class as well. But I'm not sure which came out first, the W205 or the CLA. But the screen is horrible. I hate the way it's tacked on there. It looks super cheesy. I mean, where is the freaking ads? Here they are. Yeah, let's just take a look at this real quick. Especially if you get the non-nav, it looks horrible. Like this looks terrible. Mercedes, like, I get it. They wanted to make it seem like a, I don't know what they were actually thinking, to be honest. The bezel around the edge makes this look terrible. The fact that it's not integrated into the dash makes it look terrible. I don't know what they were thinking, honestly. But yeah, in terms of what to look for, I'd say get a 2017. I'd say get a coupe personally, but you know, some people want the sedan because it's more practical. Some people are just four-door people. I'm a four-door guy, but the coupe just looks so much better. I could not imagine being a sedan just looking at a coupe. Just like, dang, I could have got the coupe. But just keep in mind, the coupe does go for a premium over the sedan. I'd say like almost $10,000, 5 to 10 grand more than the sedan. So the coupe is definitely more expensive, a more upscale version, I guess you could say. I don't want to say upscale because it's the same car, but I want to say more premium because it has a unique body style where the C63 sedan shares its body with the regular C class, while the coupe does not. In terms of packages, you just want to make sure that it has nav, and you want to make sure it has Distronic, and you want to make sure it has parking assist. Those are big three things, and the package names change, they vary year to year, but make sure it has nav, Distronic, and parking assist. Heads-up display is also a good option to have, but I don't think it's completely necessary. Performance exhaust is a necessary option, though. I think you definitely should get the performance exhaust options. Also, in terms of individual options, I would recommend getting the heated and ventilated seats. If you're getting a 2017, it's just going to add value because it's very rare as an option. It's a pretty useful option, in my opinion. If you're getting a C63, the Dynamica wheel is pretty cool, but again, it still says AMG on a regular wheel, so it doesn't really matter. Performance seats, you could go either or. I recommend getting performance seats because they look cool and they're not that uncomfortable. However, you want the most comfortable seat, don't get the performance seat. The performance seats are really thin, by the way, so that's kind of where they don't have much padding. And then, yeah, in terms of that, advanced lighting package definitely is a plus or a must if a 2018 car. Most of them are going to have it, though. Again, if you're getting a 2017, you have to get the premium package 3 if it's a coupe, and you have to get the premium package 4 if it's sedan. Those are going to be the ones that include the Distronic and the ambient lighting and the upgraded headlights. So keep that in mind. This was a very key option that you need. But other than that, that pretty much wraps it up. In terms of reliability, again, these are super, super reliable. So don't, worry about the reliability too much if you're getting one now. Maybe if you're getting one in like 5 or 10 years, and maybe the reliability will catch up to this platform. But as of right now, not really anything mechanically to speak of. Everything is going to be build quality or suspension wise. But in terms of the drivetrain, not too many options or not too many problems to speak of. So that pretty much wraps it up. Again, I get a 2017 coupe. I get it with all the carbon fiber. I get it with the night package. I get it. I don't know if I get it with the cross spokes or the 5 spokes, but it would definitely have to have the Distronic, parking assist. It would definitely have to have heads-up display, performance exhaust, ventilated seats. Yeah, it would have to be premium package 3 or 4, but depending on the coupe or sedan. I guess it would be 3 because I'll get the coupe, which comes with the nav as well as Distronic as well as the nav. Yeah, cool. All right, well, that wraps it up. If you guys don't have any more questions, hey, shout out to Clean Whips for carrying the chat today. It's just all been him the entire day. So everyone else has been sitting like a ninja watching in the back. So I appreciate you guys. Next time, say something. Don't be shy. If you haven't liked the video already, hit that like button. You've been here this long, you might as well hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. 80% of you guys aren't subscribed, which is crazy to me. I come out with videos every day, so maybe people like, they see one buyer's guide, they subscribe, or they see one buyer's guide and that's it. That's all they, you know, value my channel for, is that one buyer's guide, which is cool. But just know that I do this every day, all different types of cars. I love cars in general, so I'm not really discriminating between what cars I cover on the channel. Tomorrow I'm thinking the Lexus GSF. I just want to make a point about how expensive the GSF is and why that is. So we'll go into a little bit of detail as to why the GSF is priced so much. But just imagine this, like a 2016, 2017 GSF is 70 grand plus. It's a Lexus GSF. Anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. Thank you again for watching. Shout out to the people that made it to the end. Again, I've been going for over 2 hours, which is crazy that people sit here and watch me yap for that long, but I appreciate you guys. See you guys tomorrow with the Lexus GSF, and as always, peace and have a good one. See you guys.